Hamilton Naki was born into a poor family in the Eastern Cape region of South Africa in 1926. He attended school until the age of 14, but then was forced to look for work, travelling to the big city to work as a gardener at the University of Cape Town.
I came to Cape Town to look for work because my family was very poor. I couldn't manage to go to school. I take Standard 6. Now from Standard 6 I came here to work as a gardener.
For years he tended to the grounds, rolling the tennis courts diligently. This was at the exact period in history when South Africa really embraced apartheid. A stable job gardening in a university was the best many black men could hope for. However, pioneering heart surgeon Robert Goertz enlisted Naki to help him in his animal laboratory. In those days it was quite common for university medical labs to have dogs kept on site for research. His duties started as cleaning of cages and looking after the animals, but his keen intelligence and ability to learn quickly meant before long he was assisting Goertz anaesthetizing the animals for surgery. Soon he was performing surgery himself, including dissecting a giraffe's neck to find out why they don't faint when they lift their heads up from the ground. Goertz left the department for Germany, but luckily for Naki, Christian Barnard, the man who would go on to perform the world's first human heart transplant, and who had just returned from the US where he'd learnt many novel surgical techniques, recruited Naki to assist him. Barnard was so impressed with his remarkable skill and dexterity he duly appointed him principal surgical assistant of the laboratory. Barnard would go on to call Naki one of the great researchers of all time in the field of heart transplants. As a result, Naki's achievements were not well known during his career. When he retired in 1991, he received a gardener's pension of $275 a month. I undertook a period of my medical studies in Cape Town and visited the Heart of Cape Town Museum, where Hamilton Naki's accomplishments are celebrated alongside Christian Barnard's. A decade before I visited, Naki had belatedly been recognised by the government with one of its highest civilian honours and an honorary degree from Cape Town University a couple of years before he died.
Medical science took a giant leap forward in December 1967 when the world's first heart transplant was performed right here in Cape Town, South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, with this I present to you Hamilton Naki, a remarkable example of informal training, skills, experiential learning and knowledge. Hamilton Naki is an exemplary example of recognition of prior learning and advanced standing in the field of medical science and surgery. All over the world, there are many disadvantaged people similar to Hamilton Naki, people who have missed out on an opportunity to attend formal university-level education and training. These people have diverse backgrounds, work in various fields, and develop on different levels in terms of their skills, knowledge, and experiential learning. Policies such as the Rpl implementation policy and the credit accumulation and transfer policy have both been established to ensure that people are formally acknowledged for their experiential learning, knowledge, and skills, enabling one to enter the NQF level pathway at various levels.